Now, one thing I really want to warn you about is buying second-hand tanks, because you never know how old the tanks are. It's very easy for them to say, oh, it's a few years old, but very often they've got the tank from someone who's got the tank from someone who's got the tank from someone. Now, depending on how well the surfaces were cleaned when the tank was manufactured, and depending on the quality of the silicon that was used when the tank was manufactured, and depending on how flat the surface was the tank has been on, and a whole bunch of other reasons, over time, I mean, could be 8 years, 10 years, 12 years, 20 years, depending on the quality of the build of the tank and the life of the tank. After a period of time, it is possible for the silicon to let go. Therefore, the tank will leak. This is rarely ever dramatic, but over time, as silicon gets old, one day, inevitably, it will leak. So just know when you're buying a cheap fish tank that it may very well be a cheap fish tank. So sometimes it's better just to throw it out as opposed to risk your lounge room for something that you may buy for $50 second hand, or you may buy for $500 new. It's really worth paying the extra money, getting a new aquarium, getting something where there's absolutely no issues with silicon and age and life expectancy, because having a leaking tank in your lounge room is a nightmare. Anyway, if you've got any comments to add to the bottom of this, are you the sort of person that would rather save a few bucks and get a second-hand tank? Do you have any second-hand tank horror stories or some second-hand tank success stories? Give us your opinion. Let us know what you think. But I am definitely on the opinion that it's really not worth saving the money and getting a cheap second-hand tank, because when you see them go, it ain't pretty.